performance data is the lowest form of information. Then work performance information is a better form, level 2. Then we get work performance report, level 3. This is something that we shared with the stakeholders so that they can get their report. This is something on which they can make decisions. This is a decision making thing, right? So we have report, okay. You shared a report with the stakeholder according to their requirement. You have shared only information that is needed, not more that less. You have shared report risk to risk manager. So what do we call it? Not data, it's the lowest information. You cannot make a decision on this behalf. It has no value into that. So I wouldn't go with that data information. Every department have their own kind of information, so work performance data goes to each department. Those departments according to their plans, they compared it and made it work performance information. Now that work performance information goes to each department. They compile, the project manager integrate it and make one report, that is work performance report. Okay, this goes and then we get it, that thing. This is the right answer. You are working in the project and team has just shared the cost of the project will be more than the benefit of the project. So you see, the project is started because of the business case. The business case must be justified. So if cost is greater than benefits, this means the business case is not relevant. I cannot do this, cannot do that. I don't have authority to do this. I'll escalate it to the sponsor. I'll go with the sponsor. The sponsor will make the decision and then we'll move forward. It's an important thing. I don't have the authority to do that. This is that case when you have to escalate to the sponsor. You have to go to it. A would be the right answer. During weekly status meeting, one of the stakeholder complained he is getting too detailed report, whereas other stakeholder complained they are not getting report. What should the project manager do? So here, what is happening? I don't understand the requirement of the stakeholders. Eric, you said D, which means share one report to all the stakeholder. That does not make sense in the domain of the project management because I need to make sure that every stakeholder is oriented in a right way and they are working in the best of the abilities. I would not do that. I would not do that. Okay. So what else is there? Only share one report with the important. No, I cannot do that. I need to follow communication management plan. Communication management plan talks about 4 R of communication, which means right information to right people to right impact. So those things must be followed. So if I go with that, I need to understand the requirements of each stakeholder and then I need to customize it. Please note that communication management plan, that is 4 R of communication, right information, right time to right people to right impact. That needs to be done. So A will be the right answer. What project manager has done here? You are working, you have analyzed the project as a sponsor, always consult for past 2 decades about the important issues. Understanding this, you want to share something, you first share with the secretary. If he comment, you modified and showed it to the sponsor. This is understanding. Uh, Kishore, it's a very important thing. Kashti, also to you. Culture is how things are done. Okay, how things are done normally. So like people making decision at coffee shop, people making decision at, like, well, do you smoke, any of you smoke, any of you drink? If you drink and if you are someone, I go with you, maybe I'll drink with you or I'll smoke with you, you will be more open, more friendly. That's a culture. But political awareness is understanding what is in between the organizational chart, how decisions are made in that organization, who has power. Now this secretary, before, because she has worked with the sponsor for a long time, she possesses certain power. We like to call them as a gatekeeper, right? These gatekeepers possess certain type of powers in the organization. It should or should not be, that's not a point of concern, but this happens. Now what we do, We talk to them, we understand their concern, and we work with them. Okay, so it's not culture, it's a political awareness, understanding where the power lies, where power lies. You see the language of the team to be English, where it should be documented. You are the project manager for the virtual diverse team. You have people belong to all cultures and customs. In order to make uniformity, you set the language. So team charter may have that information, may have, not necessary. Okay. Resource management again, but it all comes down to 4 hours of communication. Right information at right time to right people have right impact. So 4 hours of communication. D would be the right answer. Okay. You entered the meeting, two members are having conflict, team members started yelling at each other and used abusive language. You ended the meeting. Remove, no. Escalate, no. Talk to the member and remind him, no. A, yes. A would be the right answer.